So I guess someone is supposed to be interviewing me, but my friendless self, this place where I am, I have no one who is able to do that. So I will be generating questions from the AI in Microsoft Edge and answering them. Yeah. So anyways, for those who may not have known yet, which is very weird because how do you not know this? I finally released an album of instrumentals, jingles, beats, whatever you want to call them. It's just music without lyrics. And I don't know. I feel I'm still excited, Kiasi. I don't know if it's excitement for uploading things, because that also gives me a rush, or it's the excitement that I finally have something to show for. I was saying, oh, I'm a music student, I'm a music student. Where is the evidence that you're a music student? It was either I keep uploading songs of me singing. Okay, I have a weird thing about not liking myself sing. For me to post something that I was singing, I was in a very good mood, or I don't know. So I was thinking it's either I post like there are these songs that we do when we're in music school, the voice thing is, but it's gonna be mixed. It's gonna be a lot of Negro spirituals, Italian songs, art songs, Handel, Mendelssohn. So a very specific kind of type of music. But I was like, where? I don't think I am comfortable or courageous enough to record myself singing voice the way like that one and then uploading. I will soon. I will when I think I'll be more mature as a soprano. That's when I'll be more brave to record my vocal pieces. But I was like, okay, the story about this album, I didn't even like nikianza kutengeneza those beats. It wasn't like I want to release them as an album. What had happened was for my YouTube, I was like, mbona kila wakati natumia soundtracks za watu wengine and I can make my own soundtracks. Also, my sister, she also has her YouTube channel. I will link the channel to her. It's called Mushroom LLC. She also was like, you are a music student, so make jingles and then use them as tracks. Like, that's a very good idea. So that's how it started. And so I started making the very first one was Peonies. Peonies was my first one. I made it around March. Yeah, March of this year. We're now in August. So since March up to August, I've been making an instrument either per 2 weeks, per month, I don't know. Yeah. So that's the story. I tried the original, the plan I had in my mind was to make beats that are different genres. I ended up making two which are similar, reggae and rhythm. I don't know, they just fall under that category. And apparently some lo-fi beats, which I didn't even know I was making lo-fi until I played the tracks to my friends. They're like, oh, but these are like lo-fi beats. I'm like, oh, for real? So I should post them as lo-fi beats on like YouTube or something. Okay, I'm talking a lot. Let me just get to the questions. Okay, so what inspired you to create an album of instrumentals? The album came as an idea much later. Like, actually, I think the idea for an album came to me like 2-3 weeks ago. I was like, you know what? I finally have like a number of jingles. Why not release them to the world? Finally share my songs, Nini, and then I just release them as an album. So yeah. How does this album compare? I don't have any previous work. So this is the very first. I don't know. For me, this album, uploading it was more of a leap of faith, kind of. For me, uploading the album was more of, okay, I am always like, music student, ignorance more akili. What do you have to show for? I'm like, let me just, you know what? It's not even perfect. I know it's not perfect, but this is just a milestone for me. Like, I can finally say like I'm an artist. And kama sijafika hapo, like I have an album, so yeah, it's it feels some strange feeling. It's accomplishment, some satisfaction that comes with it. I'm looking forward to where this will lead me. Funny enough, I did production way back in 2019, so I have a certificate in production. Nikachana, like I think when I joined music school now in uni, I lost part of the interest of production. But then now, after kufundisha music theory in uni, I'm like, I think I can hack this better now. Mdogo mdogo tu jaribu kucheza na DAWs hapa na pale, but mostly it was vocals, because that time I was trying to see how I can work with vocals. Then afterwards, when I started getting into beats, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I think I really enjoy. Hey, let me not say enjoying. There's a bit that made me cry tears, but yeah, I did enjoy like the process of making the beats and all. Yeah. Can you describe the overall theme of this album? There is no specific theme, because I think each instrumental is different on its own. There's an Afrobeat somewhere, there's reggae, there's a rhythm, there's lo-fi, some I don't even know what genre I just make whatever it was. So I don't think there's a theme, but the purpose of the album was to put myself out there. So yeah, the main purpose of this album was like, I can't always be caged with my musicality and all those things. Even if it's not perfect, I was like, let me just put it out there, and we start from somewhere. We all start from somewhere. What was the songwriting process for this album? The songwriting process, the beat making process rather. Each beat had its own challenges and easiness. The song Afraid of Inspiration and Vanity Rhythm, let me tell you, there's nothing harder to make in this world like reggae and rhythm beats, especially if you're making them from scratch. I literally cried making Vanity, because I don't know, the hi-hats weren't making sense to me. The kick was sounding off, and then I don't know, it just felt so empty. But I managed. But that beat, nah. I'm so proud of myself for getting through. I think I made it in like a span of 2 days. And the hardest part was getting the drums to sound okay. Also, Afraid of Inspiration, I resonate with it on a emotional level. I think when I was making that song, I was in a very weird emotional place. I think I took it out on that song. Plus also like how the song is, like the format of the song, I think is one of my every like, I don't want to say favorite, but one of my, I want to say the best, one of my describe. The process for Afraid of Inspiration was enlightening. It was educative making that song. Yeah. Each of those songs though, I remember actually so getting the names for these beats, nikizitengeneza, I never had names for them. I just called them Jingle 1, Jingle 2, Jingle 4, 3.7, 6.2, 4.2, like that. So they don't even have names. They didn't have names at first, they were just numbers. And then getting the names for them came later on now, and I was like, you know what, I should just post them. But then I don't want to post them with those numbers that are Jingle 1, Jingle 2, Jingle 3. So I will look for names that I think describes the emotion that I went through making the song, or how it describes the color of the song, the timbre. I was like, yeah. That's how the names came about. Thuga is an Afrobeat. Thuga is calabash in Tharaka. I was like, I have no idea what to call this beat. So I was just, I don't know, name it anything. And then I was like, so what are like things of objects in other languages? Then I was like, yeah, let me just do my own language. So Thuga means calabash in Meru. Another weird name was Running Through Romance. In my head, okay, you know, in my head, those beats, they have numbers, so I have to think of the number of the jingle first before I get the name. Like Running Through Romance was jingle 6.2, and in terms of musicality, I'd say that is my best. It has a beginning, it has a middle part, it has an end. Like there's even a modulation somewhere. There's like a transition to a different like mood of the song that comes back to the knee. I also like Running Through Romance. It made me learn a lot also. I'm especially proud of Running Through Romance. Yeah. Mad Hatter's sound was it was nice. I enjoyed making Mad Hatters, especially the bass. The bass is what really, I always wait for the bass in Mad Hatters. It's the only thing that I like. If I'm ever listening to Mad Hatter sound, trust me, I'm listening to the bass of Mad Hatter sound. Yeah. Purple Soul, Purple Mess. Purple Mess was my very last jingle to make, my latest, jingle 8. The idea I had in mind was pop. So my brother told me it sounds like Bruno Mars. So I'm like, come think of it, it actually kind of does. Yeah. You guys should tell me what's your favorite jingles that you like from the album. Also, yes, a call for artists to write with the music. Yeah, so I leave my email down below. So if you have something in mind, you have a beat you wanna do something with, just email me, I'll send it to you and we can figure something out. Yeah. What instruments did I use? If you have noticed, I think every single one, if not every single one, 7 out of 8 of my jingles will have some form of guitar in it, because I love guitars. Can't do without guitars. So, but the DAW I used, funny enough, I didn't use something too advanced. I started with Logic. I think like my first 3 Peonies was made from Logic. Thuga was made from Logic. Vanity Reading was made from Logic. Yeah, and then the rest were made from GarageBand. So I've been using GarageBand from like iPad since like 20. I had some understanding of GarageBand since I always use it, even on my iPad. So it's even more easier to use on laptop. So I ended up using that. So that's the DAW that I used. I have training though with FL. I tried using FL. It didn't make a lot of sense to me. I was making things complicated, so Logic was easier to use in GarageBand. I'll try using Ableton, see if I can hack that. And Logic, I wanna go back to Logic full time. I think that was hands down to the easiest DAW to use. And GarageBand. I actually think it's the same. It's just that Logic is now a more advanced version of GarageBand. Oh, shout out to DJ BRANNT. He is the one who did for me my artwork, my cover artwork. He's the one who made them for me. So I think I will also leave his contacts down below. If you need a graphic designer, he's the one who did everything for me. I'm pretty enthusiastic about it. It's just the first step for me, and I think what's gonna be many more to come. I want to be like, I'm a musician. I always say like I'm a musician, I'm a music student. So I think this is me finally showing up to my dreams. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I think if 17-year-old me would see this, I don't know how she'd judge, because it was her dream. She was like, I really want to be a producer. And we're already on that journey, so kudos, Abby. Yeah. Okay, so there's no direct order to how the album or the songs are, because I thought about making an order and I was like, they're so different. If you asked me, I was like, how will I even put them in an order? Like, each of them is just linear on its own. So there's no specific order to the tracks of the album. My favorite track to create. My favorite track to create was Running Through Romance. Running Through Romance and Running Through Romance was my favorite track to create. Why? I don't know how to explain why. Yeah. I don't know if I'm trying to convey any kind of emotion in this album. It's just, this was more of a, it wasn't more about the songs on the album, it was more about me really stepping up to being a learned musician and showing up and putting myself out there to the world, and yeah, letting you guys know that, well, Abby is here. She's ready to make some moves. I really want to be a rock star. I don't know how I'm going to make it as a rock star, but I want to be a rock star. We'll see how that goes though. Yeah, so now that I have released instrumentals, I think I will work on my lyricism. I'm not a very good lyricist, so I didn't know how to write to these songs lyrics. That's why I need people who know how to do these things. Lyricists, you can get on any beat that you like, and yeah, but I will work on it, and we'll see how things go. So yeah, I look forward to see what the future holds for me in my music career. I really hope that I'll go far with it, but this far I am very grateful. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my music. Don't forget, tell me which are your lives. Yeah, if you like them that much, you can also share them with your friends. If you know artists who would like those type of beats, send them to them. And yeah, thank you. Bye.